Hi, my name is Keith and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, you're going to find out about which one is better and which one pays more between blogging and having a YouTube channel. But before you find out all this, let me first tell you about my history on how I became a blogger. Okay, what led me to become a blogger? The reason is simple. When I first started my website was to get clients for web designing projects because at that time I was a web designer. But since I wasn't getting clients who wanted websites and I used to pay web hosting fees for my domain and so on, so my website used to drain me money instead of making money, and that's the reason why it led me to become a blogger because I found out that I don't really need to rely on clients to contact me when I can just make money on my website by just writing posts. So when I found out about that, started writing posts, applied for monetization, got monetized, and that's how I became a blogger. And that was the day I stopped worrying about not getting clients wanting websites for me. So that's the small history on how I became a blogger. So as time passed by, I learned about how to get traffic to my website, and one of them was YouTube. According to YouTube, YouTube is a great source of traffic because YouTube does recommend videos to people, and by doing that, it can really help you to drive traffic to your website. And that's how I became a YouTuber by accident by trying to make videos generating traffic to my website, and that's how I ended up getting subscribers and so on. And here I am now being a YouTuber. Okay, so now since that I've told you about my history on how I became a blogger and a YouTuber, it's now time to talk about which one is better and which one pays more. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is what is YouTubing, and I don't know if that word exists. Okay, what is YouTubing and what is blogging? So I'm sure you already know who a YouTuber is, but maybe do not know who a blogger is. So a blogger is anyone having a blog. A blogger is anyone having a website which is called a blog where one writes articles, posts, and so on. Okay, so if you've got a website and you write posts, you're a blogger. Some people do write posts on their Facebook pages, but in this case, we're talking about having a website where you write posts and make money from there. So I'm going to differentiate between blogging and YouTube, and what you should expect when you become a blogger and what you should expect when you become a YouTuber. So we're going to talk about blogging first of all. So when you want to become a blogger, you're going to need more than two things. The first thing you will need is a website, of course. Okay, once you get this, you also need to buy hosting, and you're going to need to set up a domain name and so on. But if you've got web designing skills, it's going to be cheaper because you're going to do this all by yourself. But if you know nothing, you're going to spend more than a 3,000 kwacha in Zambia just to design a website and set up everything. But when it comes to YouTube, YouTube is free. All you have to do is just create a Google account, create a channel, start making videos, just like that. It's free to start. But when it comes to blogging, you have to pay for your website and so on. So in case you might be wondering how did I manage to be paying for my website fees? Well, at that time when I started blogging, I used to be a forex trader. By the way, I even made a video about why I stopped forex trading. All the reasons are there in the video. So the reason is simple why I stopped forex trading is because I wanted to focus on my website, my school, and my YouTube channel, and my life. Okay, so let's continue. So the other difference between blogging and YouTube is because no is when it comes to blogging, you really need the website. Oh, you really need the laptop. But you can as well blog using a phone, but I don't really recommend doing that on a phone because there are some things you need to do using a computer, for example, managing your server and so on. So for that, you really need a laptop. But when it comes to YouTube, all you have to have is a phone. You can record videos as I am doing right now. I'm using a phone, You can edit the videos using your phone, upload the videos using your phone. It's much easier and it's much simple. Okay, so when it comes to blogging, when you write posts on your website, you own those content and you own the website. But when it comes to YouTube, YouTube can take down your channel at any time. But when it comes to your website, that's your website. No one can take down your website. And imagine after spending 4 years on the channel and YouTube decides to terminate your channel, what would happen to you and all the time and effort you've lost gone for nothing. So when it comes to your website, no one can terminate your website. It's there. The only thing maybe you might lose if you go against YouTube or AdSense terms is losing your monetization capabilities, but otherwise your website will still continue to exist. So when it comes to blogging, you don't really need a lot of equipment, but when it comes to YouTube, you really need better camera. Okay, you really need tripod stands, you really need mics and so on. Okay, and all these cost a lot of money to set up because everything has to be of high quality. So the other difference between blogging and YouTube is that when it comes to blogging, you can blog at any time. You can blog in your blankets. You can write posts while you're sleeping. You can write posts while you're walking. You can write posts at any time you want from anywhere using your phone or your laptop. But when it comes to YouTube, just to make a video, you need to set up the environment, make sure that the background is better, there are no obstructing things, there's no noise, and there's quality light and everything else. So just to make a video, it can take more than a day because you have to shoot. After shooting the video, you have to edit. After editing the video, you have to upload. And in our country where the internet is slow, you might find that just uploading the video takes more than 4 hours or so. So we end up spending an entire day just to make a video. But when it comes to blogging, writing a post will only take about 5 minutes or so, and you are done. So when it comes to blogging, you really need to have CEO skills or search engine optimization skills. So what does that mean? You really need to know how to rank your posts in Google search. Otherwise, you're going to be writing posts for yourself. No one is going to read them. Unless you are a popular person whereby when you write a post, just share a link to your followers and they read. But if you're like me who is not popular, who has no a bigger audience to read the post and you only depend on Google ranking your post, then you really need to know search engine optimization. But don't have to worry about that. I've got a playlist on YouTube teaching you everything on that. The link will be in the description. So the other difference is that when it comes to blogging, you don't really need to have graphic designing skills, but when it comes to YouTube, you really need to have graphic designing skills because you really need to know how to make perfect thumbnails that's which are going to convince people to click on your videos, because if your thumbnail is bad, people are going to have a hard chance of clicking on your videos, of which you're going to lose views. But when it comes to blogging, all you have to do is just write a post, download an image and set it as more like a thumbnail, and that's it, you are done. So when it comes to blogging, if you dare to monetize your blog using Google AdSense, you only need to write about unique posts, that's it. There is no much requirements about views and so on. No, you only need unique posts and some good traffic, and you can apply for monetization, and there and then be monetized. But when it comes to YouTube, it's very hard because you need about 1,000 subscribers. Not only that, you also need about 4,000 watch time hours, which is the hardest thing to get. So recently I started my new channel which is dedicated to Zambian content only, and I think I'm almost getting 1,000 subscribers, but my watch time is still very far and I don't think I'm gonna manage to get that because I am not really active on that channel, but I will soon. So when it comes to blogging, just write posts, you're going to be spending less time. But yeah, okay, I already talked about time. Okay, now let's talk about money. So when it comes to blogging, There is not much thing you're going to be paying apart from your website fees. But when it comes to YouTube, you're going to be paying stuff like upgrading your equipment, which is going to cost you more. And when it comes to blogging, you can write a post in within 5 minutes. When it comes to YouTube, it can even take up an entire day. Okay, I already talked about this. The other thing we need to know is that when it comes to blogging, there are a lot of ways to monetize their blog. Okay, you can't really depend on Google AdSense. There are other alternatives to Google AdSense you can use to monetize your website or your blog. But when it comes to YouTube, I think the only way you can monetize your YouTube channel is by using YouTube partnership thing, and that's the only way you can monetize. Unless maybe if you can include something like affiliate marketing or promoting other people's products, companies' products, and so on. But otherwise, when it comes to YouTube, the only way to monetize your videos is by using the Google YouTube Partner Program. And when it comes to views, so when you write a post on your blog, it's going to take some time, like hours or even days, just for your post to start ranking in Google searches. But when it comes to YouTube, it's different. There and then when you publish a video, YouTube is going to promote a video there and then, and it's going to decrease in promoting. You see, so when you write a post, it's possible that you're going to have zero views for an entire month, but when you publish a video, you're going to have a lot of views in within an hour. So that's the difference between that and that. Okay, so when it comes to expanding your blog, so on your blog, you can offer your services or products and sell and make money. But when it comes to YouTube, you can't do that. You need to drive people from your YouTube channel to your website or to a Facebook page to buy something from you or to contact you. But when it comes to your website or blog, everything can be done on that. Okay, so when it comes to your website, I already talked about this. You can't lose your website in case you go against Google Ads systems. But when you go against YouTube systems, you can lose your channel permanently, of which is kind of a disadvantage. Okay, so it's now 12 minutes, so let me talk a bit faster. So now I've talked most about the differences of which I wrote down, of which you're supposed to know. Now let us talk about which one is better, which one pays more. Okay, so if you really watched my two previous videos I made, okay, the first video was on how much YouTube pays me in Zambia. The second video is about how much Google AdSense pays me on my website. So all the videos, I'll put the link in the description so that you find out. So once you watch those videos, you'll be able to determine which one is better and which one pays more. So according to your opinion, which one do you think is better? So simply comment in the description which one you think is better, either having a blog or having a YouTube channel. So how about me? What can I say? Which one is better? Okay, as for me, I don't really even know what to answer. Okay, what about which one pays more? I think a few months ago I made a video about affiliate marketing where I made more than $400 using affiliate marketing. So that $400 is more than how much I've made on YouTube since I got monetized. So to answer that question, I can say, okay, YouTube pays more compared to a blog. Again, a blog can also pay more than a YouTube. So it all depends on the content, the traffic, the location of people are watching or reading your post. So that is going to determine how much is going to pay more. So um so as for me, I chose both. I chose being a blogger and I chose being a YouTuber because I can drive traffic from my website to my YouTube channel. I can as well drive traffic from my YouTube channel to my website, and everything is just working okay. So now to answer the question, which one is better and which one pays more? Um, According to my experience, When I started blogging, it took me more than 3 months. Yeah, it took me more than 3 months just to make the minimum amount you can withdraw on AdSense. But when I got monetized on YouTube, it took me a month just to make the minimum amount you can withdraw from YouTube. The reason was simple because when I started blogging, I had no knowledge I have as at now. So when I got monetized on YouTube, I had a lot of experience from my AdSense, how to get traffic, how to do this and this. No wonder it did that. So when you're going to start YouTube or blogging, you're going to find that as you are starting, you're not going to make more, but after some time, you are going to make more. So there's no such a thing like which one is paying more and which one is paying less, because if you're not getting a lot of money from your YouTube account, you can really add in some other monetization methods like affiliate marketing and try to make more money from that, or sell some products and make more money if you're making less. So there is no limit, and there's nothing paying less and there's nothing paying more. It all depends on the content, the traffic, and other monetization methods you've included. So don't worry about that. All I've talked about, everything you need to succeed in everything, it's there on this channel. Everything you need, affiliate marketing, monetization, traffic, and so on, everything is here. So all you have to do right now is to like this video if you really liked it and if you really learned something. After that, subscribe if you'd like to keep on receiving this type of videos. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment. I read and reply to all comments within an hour. So see you in the next video. This is Keith Runs.